We carry a quiet, reassuring assumption through most of our lives. I am one consistent person. It's a stable way to view the world, but if you look past your self-image and observe your actual behavior, that stability begins to dissolve. Think of how your persona shifts. At work, you're measured. With friends, you're expressive. With family, you revert to old patterns. To manage this, your brain stitches these contradictory modes together into a single coherent story of who you are. Because the brain works so hard to maintain that narrative, we mistake the story for the reality. When you look at the actual data of your life, you see that consistency is a functional myth. You are operating as a fragmented, context-driven system of adaptations. Your brain prioritizes effectiveness over consistency. In every new environment, your mind performs an unconscious diagnostic, asking, what version of me works best here? The system deploys a specific subroutine. In high-stakes environments, you become controlled and strategic. In safe spaces, you become unfiltered. Past experiences shape these deployments. Your system logs what was rewarded and punished, turning these reactions into automatic responses. You don't choose which version of yourself to be in the moment. The system automates that selection process based on the situation you're in. What we call identity is actually an evolved survival mechanism, deploying different models of behavior to meet the demands of the environment. This internal machinery explains why our actions so often contradict our intentions. If we were truly one unified person, our decisions would be consistent. We've all felt this. You commit to a goal and then avoid it. Or you want to take a risk and then find yourself hesitating for no clear reason. We label this poor discipline, but that ignores the mechanics. This friction is a collision between different optimized versions of you. One part pulls toward growth, another toward safety, and others toward approval or comfort. They all have different priorities. Internal conflict and self-sabotage are simply the symptoms of unmanaged complexity. These multiple identities are pulling in different directions, and they are all claiming to be you. Most advice tells you to apply more discipline to fix your inconsistency, but pushing a fragmented system with blunt force only creates more friction. One part of you tries to move forward, while another digs in its heels. Progress requires a different approach. Stop asking the unanswerable question, who am I really? Instead, ask the question that provides leverage. What version of me is active right now? This creates psychological distance. Instead of being trapped inside a behavior, you become an observer. You can see the version avoiding discomfort is currently in control. Recognizing a sudden emotional reaction as a state change rather than a character flaw gives you the power to interrupt the automatic system. Abandoning the myth of a fixed, singular self allows you to manage your internal complexity. You stop being a passive identity and start becoming an operator, deciding which version of you gets to run the machine.